Each PPA graph has a centre line with factors plotted above, below, and in some cases on the line. Any factors that are on or above the centre line are an assessment taker's working strengths. The factors below the line are support factors. These reinforce the working strengths. Think of these factors as if they are parts of a tree. The tree's trunk and branches are above the ground. These represent working strengths. The ground is the centre line. Below the ground, you'll find the roots of the tree. The roots represent the support factors, stabilising the trunk and branches above ground. Now let's take a look at a real-world example. Claire is a coach at a local rugby team. The highest working strength on her PPA self-image graph is dominance, and so she is therefore likely to have a stronger preference towards dominance over steadiness, which is her other working strength. That's because the further from the centre line a factor is plotted, the stronger the intensity of the behaviour. This is true in either direction. Claire's lowest support factor is influence, so she is likely to display behaviours associated with influence as a support factor more strongly than those associated with compliance as a support factor. Now that this is understood, we can apply a reading order. When you are giving verbal feedback using consistent characteristics, always start with working strengths, as the assessment taker will relate to these first. You should read the graph from the top down to the centre line. For Claire, that means covering dominance first. And then moving on to steadiness. Once all factors above or on the centre line have been covered, continue by providing feedback for the factors below the centre line. If you were giving feedback to Claire, you would continue with influence, and then end with compliance. Finally, it's worth noting that when describing a profile, we list the letters of each factor above the line in order of intensity. Therefore, Claire is a DS profile.